It's raining in the desert. Can I get an amen? It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Oh. All right, in case you couldn't tell, it has started raining. Woo! Crazy thing about this is we're almost at capacity. We can fit a little bit here in this first flush tote. Can get a little bit in the hacienda tote. I did check the main tanks. I think we can get about 500 gallons in there maybe. Let's see how long it takes to get there. I don't think it'll take long. I always welcome the rain, even if it's a little bit too much. It's always gonna be a blessing out here. We had this old 55-gallon barrel sitting over by the hacienda, and I just thought, well, why not bring it over here? When that excess water starts to flow, it'll fill this thing up really quick. We're still gonna lose a lot of water, but it's 55 gallons that we otherwise would have lost, so why not, right? Definitely not the best way to store water. You don't really want open containers, but it's better than nothing. With the colder temperatures, I'm not really worried about mosquitoes right now. That's not gonna be an issue. We will have to use this first before we use anything else, but a little something couldn't hurt. So one thing that people usually like about our videos is just the mountain views. And the mountain views get even that much more special when they get the cloud coverings over it. I mean, it is just absolutely beautiful seeing that. I can't get enough of these views. If you follow us on Instagram, I'm always taking pictures of the sunrises, sunsets. I can't stop taking pictures of it. All right, so the rain's really starting to come down now. Water's flowing out of that pipe. It's only gonna take a matter of a couple minutes before that barrel's full, I guarantee that. Woo! It's cold out here too. Ah! Man, it is really coming down now. Water is just pouring out of there. The barrel's about to overflow now. And it's only 55 gallons, so we weren't expecting to get a whole lot of it, but here it comes. Oh my goodness. Oh, splish splash. Well, 55-gallon barrel filled up in a matter of minutes. There it goes, spilling over. All right, welcome to the GDP weather update. Man, it has been raining all throughout the night. Still raining. This could be by far the most rain we've ever gotten in a storm. I gotta check it out, but I mean, we are in basically a swamp. Water is everywhere. This is crazy. Meanwhile, our truck is still all the way out in the middle of that field. I might be able to use the truck and we might be able to get out of here, but all that's kind of iffy. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen it quite this swampy out. It is insane. Water slowly seeping into the mulch basin over here. These trees are gonna get well watered, even though I think they're pretty much going dormant by this time. So right now, it's just a kind of a light drizzle. So we're gonna walk over to the front gate. Luckily I got my muck boots on. Thanks, Warren. Definitely coming in handy at this point. All this water, and it's running right off of our property. Eventually soon I'm gonna have to create something here to kind of divert this water so that when it runs down off of our driveway, we can get it to go off to the side before it leaves the property and soak into the soil here instead of just running off into the road, because it doesn't do anyone any good over there. I feel like I've been here before in a previous video, but this is insane. I can't even believe this. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. It is over 2.5 inches of rain, almost 3 inches. But it's still coming down. 2 3/4 inches so far. Let's see what the total is after all this is said and done. Let's check on the solar. Can we even make it through this storm on solar power? I mean, the clouds are super thick. You can't see any kind of sun. Let's see what the system is pulling in. You can hear that it's so cold out here. Our furnace is coming on. Trying to warm things up inside. Of course, that draws energy too. But we're right back at base camp. Let's check out, see how the solar's doing. Oh, I'm still watching that overflow over there, and it's just, it's heartbreaking. I can't even explain it. All right, so you can see the system is at just over 45 volts. So we're probably about under half of our battery use. We're pulling in 16 watts. We're not pulling in much energy at all. So anything we use is probably gonna drain off the batteries. Now, at 44 volts, the system will give a warning saying, hey, the batteries are getting low. And then at 42 volts, the system will shut off to protect the batteries so that they don't get too low. That's just kind of a safeguard to extend the battery life. So depending on if the clouds stay and we still keep getting rain, we could end up without power. One last thing we could check out, let's check out the future house site and let's see how that's looking as far as puddling water and everything. So things don't look too bad really. There is some standing water in this area. Really most of the standing water is where like tire tracks have come through here. But there is a little bit of a pool on the north side of where we plan on putting the house. That's just definitely something to take note of. You don't want probably too much water, especially since we're going underground. Here's my trench. Some clumps fell in there, that's okay. I can just easily remove those. But my pit's turning into a little bit of a pool. Yeah. Pretty soon, GDP is gonna have our own little swimming hole. Oh, look at this guy. I guess I'm not the only one wandering around while the storm's taking a hiatus. One more thing I gotta check out here, see how the solar's doing, make sure we don't run out of power. We're at over 48 volts now. It's getting there, but it's in the afternoon now, so we don't have too much more time before the sun sets. So we'll see, and it's super cloudy still. So the sun did peak out for a bit, just enough, I guess. The batteries are almost at full charge. I'm still gonna keep the refrigerator on gas just because it sucks up so much energy. If I let it run, it would drain it to batteries down to 46 volts, and I really don't know how much sun we're gonna get tomorrow because we are not out of the storm yet. By tomorrow morning, we could expect some very high winds. Winds that could reach close to 30 miles per hour, gusts maybe up to 60 miles an hour. So it could be pretty dangerous. All right, so as promised, the winds came. We are getting some crazy strong winds. We started getting them last night. The trailer was just rocking. The winds were so fierce. We're getting winds about 30 miles per hour with gusts probably up to 50 miles per hour, and the rain is coming. We're about to get poured on, and the winds are crazy. Uh-oh, it's happening right now. So we're gonna see what the final total on that rain is, and man, I just hope the trailers don't blow over. So the rains have started up again, pretty fierce. The wind's still going. We're getting a little seasick in there, rocking back and forth. I mean, the rain's just started and the overflow's already kicked on. Ah, man, I cannot wait till we get more capacity out here. But this storm has been crazy. It's definitely unusual for this time of year, but I mean, we'll take it. I mean, we're completely full to the max again with water. I just hope it doesn't do anything to wreck the trench I dug. You know, if the soil gets too loose, there could be a cave-in and I gotta redig everything. Hopefully not. Let's see what there is to see though. Final rain tally from this storm. Oh, you gotta see this. You have got to see this. It is amazing. So to me, that looks like 3¼ inches total from this storm. That is absolutely incredible. I definitely have to go on record saying this is the biggest storm we've had yet. If we had the capacity, I don't know how much water we could have stored. A lot. So we just pulled through one of our biggest storms yet. The winds have been, like I said, upwards of 30 miles per hour with gusts probably up to 50. Everything's held up really good. No damage. It's really good to see. So much water. I just, man, we're gonna get more storage. We're gonna get more storage. It's gonna be awesome. Someday we're gonna get there. And man, it is cold right now. It is below 50. Too cold for me. But it's gonna take a while for things to dry out. I'd say it's probably gonna take the better part of a week. But this rain is always a blessing and we're always happy to see it. It's kind of a little different scenario having limited water, limited energy. And it makes you think about those resources more than you might normally. But, you know, so far we're enjoying the ride and we wouldn't have it any other way.